welcome back to my channel. So today I have a book haul for you guys. So I usually don't do book hauls here, I only do vlogs, but I want to change that. So I think my ever first video here was a book haul, so obviously I can't show all the books I've gotten since because there will be too many, but I'm gonna show you some books that I've accumulated over the past couple of months, talk briefly about them, but I'm not going in depth because that would take forever. And yeah, but I'm very excited about this book haul. I love to watch them. I hope you guys will like this one. But yeah, let's get started. The first book I want to show you is a beautiful classic. This one. So this is Dracula by Bram Stoker, and I can't really remember what these editions are called. I'm sorry, but I can't remember, and I don't believe it says here. I've already looked, but I saw a booktuber talk about, like, she hauled a lot of these editions, and it's beautiful. And there are more classics in this edition, so I can't wait to collect them. I love them. They're so like soft and perfect size and really, really beautiful. You have a bookmark and the pages is very nice and the text is just about the right size. And I actually haven't read Dracula, but I really, really want to, so I thought, why not pick up the perfect edition? I love this edition. It's very, very beautiful, and I can't wait to collect more of this. The next book I'm going to show you is a collector's edition, and that is Anna and the French Kiss by Stephanie Perkins. So I love Anna and the French Kiss trilogy. I think it's very, very cute and it's very near and dear to my heart. And then I saw that this existed and I really had to have it. I haven't read it or anything, but it's really, really beautiful. You have this and the edges, and it's just a very, very cute edition that I thought I needed in my collection. Was it necessary? No. The next couple of books I'm going to show you is a series, and that is the Field Party series by Gleins, and this is the first book. It's Until Friday Night, and what really drew me into first buying this was the cover and the fact that the setting was in a small southern town in America, the American high school, the American football. That just sounded really cool to me and really fun and easy, and this series got me out of a reading slump. So it's very, very easy to read and very, very light. So I would definitely recommend this series if you are in a reading slump, because this is what got me out of mine. But so we have 5 books here. I imagine there's one more on the way, but I have 5 books in the series. I had some issues with the last couple of ones, but I really, really loved the first one. So in each of these books, we follow like the same group of kids that goes to the same high school. Football is a very big part of their life. So we follow the same kind of group. And each and every one of these books, a new girl comes along, and always the new girl has some sort of struggle. Something has happened to her, or she's struggling with something, and the premise of every one of these books is that she meets a guy and everything changes, and that's basically it. I know it sounds cheesy, it is, but that's why I really, really like it. I really liked it, and it's perfect to get back up to reading after a reading slump. But I really liked the first one. The second one, really, really enjoyed it. The third one, which I love the cover, I really, really enjoyed. And then I had some issues with the fourth one. I did have some issues, and I think more people can agree with me. But I still read it, and I still read the 5th book too. And then we have the 5th book, which I did enjoy. So this whole series has been a roller coaster for me. It's been up and it's been down, but the majority of times I really did enjoy them, and I'm definitely glad I bought them, and I will most likely buy the next book because I believe there's going to be one more out there. So yeah, I definitely recommend the series if you're looking for something light and cute, and yeah. But I did have some issues, but yeah, I really liked it anyways. The next book I'm going to show you is After by Todd. So I have not read this yet. I have watched the movie and the second movie, which I said I wouldn't do until I read the books, but I did it. I did it, and I don't know why I got this. I thought it would be a fun video maybe, but I don't know. But I do love this paperback. It's very, very floppy. I have trouble with paperbacks, but this is very, very good. It's very, very floppy, and I could definitely read this without the trouble. But we'll see. It would be fun to read it because I know there is some differences between the movie and the book, and a lot of times the book is better. So I would really want to read this series, but we'll see. At least the first book, to just like see the vibe. Yeah, because I do think it would be cool to like see the differences and stuff. So yeah. The next couple of books is a series, but I'm only going to show you the first one, and that is The Selection by Erikssontowa. So I think you all know what this series is about. It's very, very popular. and it's very like old, like I'm late to the party. But I thought it'd be fun to read it, and I imagine I vlogged it too. I think I have vlogs up about it. But I've read this one and then the second one and almost the third one, and I'm kind of bored, to be honest. I don't think it's really it wasn't really my thing, honestly. It's about this election, which is basically this competition where you as a girl can enter, and so who's gonna marry the prince. And it's I agree, it's very funny and it's very easy. I really didn't enjoy it. I thought it was pretty boring and not really my thing. Maybe if I read it a couple of years ago. I think maybe I'm too old for it. I'm not really sure. But yeah, not really my vibe, and I'm probably not gonna finish the series, to be honest. The next book I'm gonna show you is different from what I usually buy, but one of my like goals for 2021 was I was gonna read more different books, not only fiction. I was gonna read more non-fiction, maybe like some self-help books or like books about important stuff, and learn some stuff like mythology books and just a bunch of stuff like that. So I picked up Lost Connection, which is uncovering the real causes of depression and the unexpected solutions. So I'm really into mental health. I'm studying it right now and it's very, very interesting. I've always really liked it. I have a bunch of books about it, but I found this on Amazon and I thought it sounded really interesting. And it's a big paperback also, which I love, easy to read, and I'm very excited about it. I mean, I don't know what it's about more than what I said, but I think it will be cool to like read this and annotate and tab to see if there's something that you can learn about life in here. It's very, very cool. And I do want to read more of these books because I think it has a lot to learn. So, very excited about this one. So, the next book is I'm super, super excited about it. If you know me, you know that Lost is my favorite TV show ever, and I can't even describe it. But for a while ago, I searched Lost on Amazon just to see if there were any Funko Pops that I didn't have that I could buy, and if there were, you know, stuff that I could buy about Lost. And then this book came out. It's basically a book all about how the like creators and writers of this show, like how they the thought process behind it and the philosophy behind it. And if you've seen Lost, you know it gets you thinking, and it's very deep, or it's very like you may not even realize what's happening because it's kind of a lot of things going on. It's weird and it's interesting, and when I saw this I immediately bought it. I'm so excited to start it and tab it and just really hearing the thoughts behind it and the process behind it, because some things you don't understand in that show, and I'm really excited to have this. I love it with all of my heart and it's the best show ever, so I had to have it. The next two ones is the mangas, and I really have been getting into mangas lately. I haven't read a ton, and I definitely would want recommendations, so if you have any, please let me know. But I bought Sailor Moon, which is a very popular one, obviously. I believe it was a TV show at one point, I'm not sure, but I thought it was very, very cute, and I have read these 2 volumes, and I really, really enjoy it. And they're so cute, and I really like the artwork, and I believe there are tons of volumes out there, so I definitely am gonna look out for the other ones. But yeah, it's a very cool and cute manga that I'm so excited to continue on. Yeah. Another book that I also got from Amazon is one book that I thought was very, very cute and needed in hard times, and that is Read This If, a collection of essays that prove someone else gets it too. And it's a very thin book, but it's very, very cute because you have different chapters. So we have chapter 1, read this if nobody texted you good morning, and there's like a bunch of text about that. We have read this if it feels like your depression is getting the best of you, and we have read this if you're 25 and you have nothing to show for it. We have read this if you're debating whether or not to go out tonight. And we have a bunch of these, like for all stages of life, for all issues of life, and it's very, very cool. And I thought it was pretty cute to just, if you need a pick-me-up, then I thought it was very cute, and I thought I needed this in my life, and I'm glad I have it. In the same order as I bought that one, I also bought this, which is The Human Element by Brianna Wiest. I'm not sure why I got it, I just know I got it. But it is a book also about the mind. Like, it's very... We have a chapter that it's called Accepting Who You Are versus Accepting What You Are. We have Your life unfolds from your inner self, not your inner mind. Just very, like, the mind might forget, but the soul is embedded. A very, also, very, like, soul mind book, which I really enjoy. I want to read more of it. I think it's very, very interesting, and you can learn a lot from them. So I'm very glad I have this. It's also a very short one, but yeah. The next book I'm going to show is from one of my favorite authors, and a bunch of other authors too, and that is Feral Youth by Sean David Hutchinson and 9 different authors, because a novel in 10 points of view from Sean David Hutchinson and 9 other powerhouse authors. So I really, really love this book. It's from so many different authors, and you get so many different perspectives, and you have, it's about a group of teens, kids that are all in different paths of life. They all coming from different parts of life, and they get together as Zeppelin Band, which is like a outdoors wilderness camp basically, and they get together and at camp, and they learn to handle with life. They learn a lot from each other, and I, as I've said in so many vlogs, I think I really love the camp setting. I've read a lot of books about it, and this is very, very good. I love Sean David Hutchinson. He wrote We Are the Ants, which I really, really loved, and he has a bunch of other books that's on my wish list that I can't wait to buy. But yeah, I really, really like this one. I love the camp setting, and when a group of teens gather at a camp and they're all on different paths of life, and they go there to turn their lives around. Yeah, it's a very good book, and I definitely recommend it. The next book I got is probably... I just feel like it was probably unnecessary. I mean, when am I gonna read it? But that is Fallen by Lauren Kate, and I think you all know this series. I don't, because I'm late to the party, obviously, because I just picked this up. But obviously it's a very popular series, and it's about angels falling. I actually don't know, because I haven't read it. But I just thought that I would really like it, because I usually do like books like this. I mean, Twilight, Vampire Academy, this, I just thought it has some resemblance. I don't really know, but maybe I will pick this up one day and find out. But right now it's just sitting on my shelf, and I have no interest in picking up. But hopefully I will someday, because I do think I will enjoy it. Or maybe I should have picked it up long ago, because maybe I'm too old. That's also a problem. But I do think it's at least one of those books that I would enjoy, because growing up, like, I really loved series like this. But we'll see. But at least it's on my shelf. The next book is the 3rd book in a series, and that is Beneath the Sugar Sky by Shauna Mcguire. So this is the 3rd book in the Wayward Children series, and I've read the first 2, but it's been a while, so I think I'm gonna have to reread them before I start this one, which is gonna be easy and quick because they're very, very tiny. But this is the 3rd one, and I'm excited to read it. I don't know much about it, and yeah, but I love the cover, and we did really enjoy the first 2. I remember that, but I just don't remember a whole lot other things. So we have the first one, which is Every Heart a Doorway, which I loved, and then we have Down Among the Sticks and Bones, which I don't really have a lot of memory of, which at least I might have to reread this one. But yeah, I'm excited to have the 3rd book so I can finally move on and eventually get the other books too, because there are more books. So yeah. The next book is probably, honestly, my favorite read of 2020. I think so. I think definitely. And that is Crave by Tracy Wolfe. I picked this up just because of the cover, because I thought it really looked like Twilight, and I love Twilight with all of my heart. And I read briefly that there are vampires in here, and I clicked it home right away. That's me. That's who I am. Yeah, the resemblance in Twilight is on the cover, but the book was nothing like Twilight. Like, don't think that. It was really, really good. It's about this girl who, I believe she lost her parents and have to move to Alaska where her uncle is. He runs a boarding school in Alaska, and he has a daughter that is her cousin. So they live together there in a dorm, in a room, and she discovers that it's not just a normal boarding school. She discovers secrets, and things are not what they seem to be, and it's a very, very cool fantasy with a lot of elements different from Twilight, which I love. Like, it's a lot more. It's not just vampires. It's a lot more, and it's very, very fun, and I loved it so much. I have the second book here, which is Crush, which I got right after I finished Crave, which was like just as good, to be honest. This is bigger, and it had a lot more going on. Very good, and there is going to be a third book out there, which I can't wait to read. I love the series so much. Definitely my favorite read of 2020, I think, because I love vampires. I love boarding school setting. What more would we want? We have also kind of a love triangle. Yeah, and we also have sort of a love triangle, and I personally enjoy that. I know some people don't, but I do. So yeah, definitely recommend this. Next book I'm going to talk about is my current read, and that is Truly Devious by Maureen Johnson. And this is the first book in a series. I believe there's 4 books. I'm not really sure, but it's mystery, and I haven't really read a lot of mystery, but I want to read more different books this year, so I got it, and I've heard a lot of good things about it from different booktubers, and I'm liking what I'm reading so far. So here we also have boarding schools. Like, I do love boarding schools, but this is like a school for geniuses, so people that are really bright and smart and know stuff that other people don't. And I know there's been a murder in the past, and we have this girl coming there. That's honestly where I'm at right now, but I do know it's a mystery, and it's about disappearance and murder, and yeah, but I'm only on page 25, so yeah, but I've heard a lot of good things about it, and I'm very excited about it to get into mystery, because yeah, I do really like it so far, and the plot sounds good. So yeah. So the next thing I'm very excited about. So I don't know how many times I've said in this video that I love Twilight, but I do, and now you know. But I have my Swedish hardcover books, and then I have the English paperback, because I couldn't find the hardback anywhere when I bought that, but now I have, and I bought the full hardback set Twilight, the American versions, and I love them. I'm only going to show this one because you all know what they look like, and they're on my shelf up there, so, but I love them so much. They're the perfect size, and I've always wanted the hardback versions in English, so I'm very excited about it. But the most exciting thing is that I've ordered from Etsy different covers, so I'm gonna be taking off these soon when they arrive, and I will show you. The covers are so beautiful. I will definitely show you on Instagram when they arrive. I'm so excited about it. They're so beautiful, and yeah, so I'm gonna have a whole set and beautiful covers, and I'm very excited about it. In the topic of Twilight, I also have Midnight Sun, which I got a while ago. I got this like when it was released, so that's been a while, but I still haven't read it, and it's a big book. I don't know when I'm gonna read it. Maybe I will have like a reread of the entire series and then finish off with this one, so I'm getting in the mood. And usually I do my reread of Twilight like in the fall, autumn time, because that's usually when I feel like it, but we'll see. And yeah, but this is obviously like the book from Edward's perspective, and that's very interesting. So I can't wait to read this. When that will be, I can't tell you, but hopefully this year. Next up, we have a book that I just did a vlog about, and I loved. 5 out of 5 stars. It's The Art of Starving by Sam J. Miller. This is about a boy named Matt who's a junior in high school, and he believes that the less he eats, he has these more powers, and he feels powerful. He feels in control. So yeah, Matt has an eating disorder, and I just thought it was very unique and raw, and such a unique perspective, which I talked about all in my vlog. But I've read so many books about eating disorders, different types and perspectives, but this is so raw and real that the less he eats, he feels more powerful and in control, and that's what it is. That's why it's so hard to stop. And I just thought it was so good, so nicely done and written, and I loved it so much. definitely a trigger warning for eating disorders, suicide, and self-harm. But if you're interested in eating disorders and the behavior of that and the perspective of different people with it, I definitely recommend this book to you. Next book I'm going to talk about is a book that I really enjoy that I also have a vlog on, which is 4 Weeks, 5 People by Jennifer Yu. This is also about a couple of kids, teens in camp, but it's not wilderness camp, it's more like a mental health camp where you get sent if you're struggling with any mental illnesses. So we have 5 kids, I believe, yeah, and 5 kids with 5 different mental illnesses, and they're all struggling and they all learn from each other, and it's a very beautiful story about finding hope even if it's difficult, even if you're struggling, and I really enjoy this one. Yeah, that is all the books I'm gonna show you for this book haul. Thank you guys for watching. If you've read any of these, let me know. You probably have, because a lot of these were oldies and I'm just late to the party as always. But thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. So bye.